खींच रहा मेरी।
हो गया राजा, तुम जाकर सो जाओ।
दादी, अरे मैं सो कैसे सकता हूँ? आपने कहा था ना कहानी सुनाओगी।
अरे हाँ, कहानी सुनना है ना।
कहानी वानी कुछ नहीं, सब थके हुए हैं, लाइट बंद कर और सो जा।
तुम जैसे थकेले हमेशा थके हुए रहते हैं। सो जाओ ना, मत करने का फोन।
Hello Devin, how are you? How was your day, Devin? Joe, you don't need to say sorry about it. It's okay. It happens sometimes. So, how was your day, Devin? I was just clearing the commission mission so I can able to unlock the Kazuha story mission. I want to unlock this story mission. Let me show you. Where is the Kazuha? Unlock this quest. Do you know how to unlock this quest of Kazuha one? If you know about it, please tell me. Okay. Is my voice is clear right now, Devin? I hope my voice is clear. If you know about it, how to unlock this quest, please tell me, okay? Could you tell me, please, Devin?
Haven't you heard? There's a...
work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it. Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go.
Anything the Knights can do for you? knights can do for you. Anything the knights can do for you. Anything the knights can do for you.
मेरे को लग रहा है शायद सब्जी खत्म हो गई।
I'm all for work-life balance, but I think this is pushing it.
Don't blink! The bond is strong!
Go and fly!
Speed of light! I'll be fine. With sword comes shadow. Hey! Don't blink! Speed of light! Nowhere to hide! Hey! Oh! Got lucky that time. Speed of light. Cut to the chase. Don't blink. Hey! Speed of light. With sword comes shadow.
यार जब तेरे को दिया तब तक तुम्हें लिया
Nowhere to hide.
अब ठीक है मैं चलाने बैठ गया तो तेरे को अब बोल अब याद आ रहा है
Let's fly.
मैं मम्मी के पास बैठा हुआ था यहाँ पे छोड़ रखा था मैंने फोन
Speed of light. Hey.
मैं चलाने बैठ गया भाई हाँ तो तू भी 2 मिनट पीछे पे चला लिया हो
Incoming. Huh?
तो मेरे वाले ले ले फिर जाके कौन सी फोटो
Let's fly. Speed of light. Restored from shadow. Incoming. Huh? Everything's ready. Let's go. Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. I'll be fine. Nowhere to hide.
seriously? Taurus Increditus Chapter 1. Acer Palmer
Come on, enough
और एसर पॉलीमर को अनलॉक करने के लिए मुझे इम्पेरेटिव कंट्रोल से करना पड़ेगा पहले.
If the Tenryo Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Ah, hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippei.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties but recently she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, we all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder. Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there,
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
क्या था इसमें? अच्छा. नहीं खा रहा हूँ.
एक और ब्रेड.
Ini juga.
Oh, yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could, which would also be pretty.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liu as god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is...
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared.
Unfortunately, the reality is that
What?
the Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just...
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan.
If Mr. Takayuki...
My lack of ability is to blame.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns.
Yes, you're right. Okay, Toma, let's...
I suppose.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need.
Oh, okay.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryou Commission, if things carry on like this, people will start to...
You...
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. You know, everyone's more... Thank you very much.
With Paimon season,
Ini
there's
basa-basi
only
Ara.
one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's out, so let's take a trip to the Grand...
Your master shouldn't blame himself so much. Anyone else in his position...
Exactly. He puts the...
Protection of the electro argos. May the blossoms of the sacred sakura. I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me? What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. You came because you need my help, didn't you? Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten... Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people...
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her? I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered. I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you when I already have... Here is the pass permit. Show it to the...
Thanks, Mika!
My question was in jest. But since you answered it in earnest, please... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished...
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude.
Oh, we've got a pass permit!
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Guji I is only authorized to hold that pass permit because... Wait, this is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior isn't...
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like... we made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been... Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb myself. That is of no concern. This...
what do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must...
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What?
It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me. It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking, but the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No. She was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not... That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen... For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Huh? Okay, what?
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it!
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
That's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would...
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean leave the plane of Euthymia? Yes, you're right. After all, the Shogun is currently unable to take care of business on my behalf. All right, then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid time.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness...
I have my ways. I would never subject myself...
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about.
Tour guides?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right,
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick?
I appear to have frightened the people.
well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryo Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to...
So, what do we do now?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk. Oh, I would No need. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novel. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the "This Novel is Amazing" competition. I have just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger. It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device. So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure that...
All right, leave it to us. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about... Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble. Well, if someone turned into What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point, and a character so determined... The suspense is... Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood. Right! The plot is really grip. That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Everything is going smoothly, just as I planned.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Hey! Paimon thought...
It's okay. I find it quite interesting. I didn't realize that this was how ordinary people viewed the Shogun. She would never use the Muso no Hitotachi as frivolously as she does in the pages of this book. Nor would she ever use it as a means of venting emotions. In reality, the reason for drawing her blade determines the martial form to use, and since there is such a great deal of difference between the story and the reality, I don't feel offended at all. On the contrary, I find the author's powers of imagination quite admirable. That said, I hear that Yae Publishing House's novels are all reviewed by Miko herself, which means that the content of this book must have been approved by her. In fact, no. It may even have been her idea in the first place.
So what do you think of Yae Public? Do you like the stories we...
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae Publishing House. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, but the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed. I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of... But the truth is right here in front of me.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good...
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human life. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me. This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot.
Ooh, great idea!
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense.
It's okay. Come with us.
Surely it'd be more interesting for the protagonist to discover that.
So...
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and basically a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time. So it makes a great souvenir.
Okay. So what exactly is... I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you. The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but casual. How about this? All right. Well, I'll leave the decision to you. Casual. Okay.
Let's pick a good angle.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me, but she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma. Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting... Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on. Hey, Ippei, what's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry, he's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes, but for some reason...
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have any...
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them...
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? What?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe...
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years.
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still. I've searched all over the city. He really hasn't returned yet. Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. No need. I'm only a lowly... I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really...
What? Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiation. Besides, this has only come about because I failed...
Thank you so much, Shogun. I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope it...
We shouldn't stay here. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
Over here! Over here! Barely a scratch!
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Oh there! Watch it!
I hope the others find some.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Let's go find some treasure. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble! Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Onwards. We have work to do. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
कार्ड लेके बेटा वो 1000 रुपए निकाल ला तो बेचारी बहुत परेशान हो गई।
काय के निकल कर
अलमारी में होएगा 1 घंटे से बेचारी कलर की दो बार चौक पर कोई बात नहीं आनी।
अच्छा
वो थकी है भाई।
1000 रुपए निकाल लो ना।
हाँ ये
Onwards. We have work to do.
ठीक
है।
time to move on. We shouldn't stay here. Onwards. We have work to do. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here. Onwards. We have work to do. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. Onwards. We have work to do. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here. hope the Knights of Favonius are all... Onwards! We have work to do. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. Onwards! We have work to do. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
work to do. I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard. Onwards. We have work to do. It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
नहीं पापा, ये तो सारी मेरी दवाइयाँ पड़ी हैं।
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all
जुकाम
working
खांसी।
hard.
अरे मम्मी ले गई थी दवाई पैरासिटामोल की, जब मम्मी को चाहिए थी। पूछ ले इसके पास बोल दे कि ना हाँ
Onwards. We have work to do.
एसिड विटामिन सी की है ये, विटामिन सी है टैबलेट्स 500 mg की।
I do hope the Knights of Favonius are all working hard.
There's something in the air. Something that tells me a new case is brewing.
It's time to move on. We shouldn't stay here.
My intuition tells me that something very interesting is going to happen. Doing detective work means you gotta walk the walk. No, I mean literally. I need to search high and low for evidence.
Onwards. We have work to do.
My bow sounds in peak condition.
There's something in the air. Something that tells me our case is blue.